guys, so do this question. Have a look up here. In this question, he's asking you that E and F they join together to form this polymer G. First of all, he's asking you that what type of polymerization is this? तो जिसमें ये ester linkage आ रही है, this ester linkage is present. So it means that is the polyester. So polyesters they are actually the condensation polymer. So this is the condensation polymer. Okay. So this is the first thing. Now, if we ask you that what are the monomers which are used to make this polymer, so always keep remember when you want to find out the monomers, so you should cut up the ester linkage like that. Okay. So one of the thing is this one. Okay. Draw this one. C double bond O. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C double bond O. With C double bond O, put the Cl. This is diacyl chloride. Okay. And this, the next monomer is this one. So draw this monomer. So this is, my dear students, that is benzene. Okay. With that, you got O and O. With O, you should add H. Okay. So this is the phenol. So this is diacyl chloride and this is the phenol. So these two things they join together to form this polymer. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a look at this one. This is the monomer. तो ये कौन सा polymer बना सकता है? It got the carboxylic acid group on its one side and NH2 group on the other side. So it means it can form the condensation polymer. Okay. Now, if you look up here, this one,
The addition.
this is having the carbon-carbon double bond. So double bond वाली चीजें addition reaction जो है वो करती हैं. So this one can form addition polymer. This one also can form addition polymer. Okay. अब ये देखिए यहाँ पे तुम लोगों ने इसका जो है वो मोनोमर बनाना है. Draw the structure of the monomer of PLA. So ester linkage को break कर दो. Okay. Break this ester linkage. Okay. So it would become C double bond O, and with that CH3 that is attached. Okay. So it means up here.
CH3.
Okay. Up here. What would be with C double bond O, you should attach the Cl. Up here the O is attached and this one is having the OH with it. Okay. So this one is continue with O actually. क्योंकि ये O से आगे ये continue हो रहा है. So this one is continue with O. Okay. And then C double bond O and then this one and then so this is the polymer. So you should break this linkage. Okay. Draw this one. So C double bond O and this one CH3. So put Cl up here and put OH up here. So this is the monomer. Did you get it? Now we are going to start with the next chapter today, that is the electrochemistry. So electrochemistry, my dear, it has got the two parts. The first part that is called as the electrolysis. And the second part of the electrochemistry that is called as the electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell. Okay. So this electrochemical cell that is also called as the battery. Okay, so you got the electrolysis and you got the electrochemical cell which is called as the battery. In your A2 chemistry, we are mainly focused on the electrochemical cell. The part of the electrolysis that is exactly same you people have done it in your O levels. तो आप लोग O levels में जो inert electrolysis और reactive electrolysis आप लोगों ने पढ़ी थी, you can study it one time, you will get it. Okay, लेकिन इसको हमने बाद में करना है. First of all, we are going to start with the electrochemical cell. Okay, so let's start with this topic. What is the electrochemical cell? Before starting the electrochemical cell, let me brief you little things. Basically, when we pass the current during the process of electrolysis, so what would happen? The two types of the reactions, they would take place at cathode and anode. Reduction and oxidation. Reduction और oxidation को join करके हम कहते हैं redox reactions. So redox reactions, they would take place. Okay. Now there was a scientist who thought if we use the current and we are going to produce the redox reaction as a result. So if we do the reverse reaction, if we do the redox reaction by ourselves, we can generate the current as well. Okay. So the first thing that was designed at that time, that is called as the electrochemical cell. Okay. Electrochemical cell, or this is also called as the battery. So basically in the electrolysis, current is used and redox reactions, they are the byproducts. Whereas in the electrochemical cell, the redox reactions, they are used and current, that is the byproduct. So it means electrolysis and electrochemical cell, they are reverse of each other. Why? Because in the electrolysis, current is used and redox reactions, they are produced. Whereas in the electrochemical cell, the redox reactions, they are used and current, that is produced. Okay. So these two processes, they are reverse of each other. Okay. So how can we design a normal electrochemical cell? So first of all, we are going to start with the description. So we haven't started this chapter yet. I'm telling you a little bit story about this electrochemical cell, and then we will start with the first topic of this chapter, because first of all, you people should know what is the electrochemical cell. Then you people would be able to understand the whole concept of the electrochemical cell. अच्छा जी, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल जो है ये क्या होता है, कैसे इसको बनाते हैं, इसका तरीका देखें. The first thing I'm going to write down a reactivity series up here. You people have studied it in your O levels. That is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, and silver. So this is the reactivity series. I think every one of you would be well aware of this reactivity series. So when you want to prepare the electrochemical cell or the battery by yourself, so what can you do? You should take the two beakers like that. Okay, take the two beakers. This is the first beaker and this is the second beaker. Okay, take the two beakers. Now you should choose any two metals from here. अपनी मर्जी से कोई सी दो metals जो हैं, you could choose. So let's suppose I'm going to take magnesium and I'm going to take copper. It's not necessary. You can take zinc, silver, you can take iron, lead, you can take calcium, zinc, you can take lead and silver. So any two metals of your own choice, you can choose them. Okay. So I have chosen the magnesium and copper. So in the first beaker, I put a rod of the magnesium like that. So this is the magnesium rod. Okay. And in the second beaker, I put the second rod of the second metal, that is the copper. So this is my dear copper. Is it clear? I join both of these metals with a wire and put a voltmeter in between it, like that. This is the voltmeter. I electrolysis नहीं भाई, इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस नहीं है ये, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल है, वही बता रहा हूँ, सुनता जा बस, चुप कर जाओ. So this is the voltmeter, my dear. Okay. Now this beaker, my dear, this beaker contains the magnesium rod. So you should take a solution up here in which the magnesium ions they are present. Okay, so you can take any magnesium compound and dissolve it in water. Dissolve in water. Okay, so you can take magnesium chloride, you can take magnesium sulfate, you can take magnesium nitrate. So that's your choice. Okay, so take magnesium Mg plus 2 Cl minus. Okay, so it has been dissolved in water, so you should put the water ions H positive and OH minus up here. Now, this is the copper rod. Okay, so here you should take any compound in which the copper ions they are present. So copper compound dissolved in water. Okay, so you can take any of the copper compound like copper sulfate, copper plus 2, SO4 minus 2, then H positive and OH minus. Okay. So listen again, you have taken the two beakers, you put the two of the metals, you have chosen the two metals from here, magnesium and copper, you join them with a wire and put a voltmeter in between it. In the magnesium beaker, you add the salt in which magnesium ions are present. And in the copper rod, you add a salt in which copper ions they are present. Okay. Now, my dear, this is the battery which is still not working. Why? Because these solutions they are not connected. You know that battery works when you got a closed loop like that. Okay. So what should you do? You should put a salt bridge up here. This is the salt bridge. This is the salt bridge. Okay. So put a salt bridge up here. What is the salt bridge? A simple salt bridge could be made. How? Have a look up here. Let's suppose this is a piece of paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll it up like that. Okay, I have rolled it like that. Now what should I do? I should take a glass of water and put some salt inside it. Any salt you can take, copper sulfate, potassium sulfate, sodium chloride, or whatever the salt is available. So you should put that salt inside the water, just dissolve it. Now what should you do? You should put that piece of paper inside that salt solution for little bit time. Okay, just dip it. Okay, for 1 or 2 minutes. After 1 or 2 minutes, you just take it out. Okay, and now put one part up here and one part up here. So that would act as a simple salt bridge. How? Kaise? So basically, this is the paper, and the characteristic of the paper is that it absorbs the water. So when it absorbs the water, you put the salt inside it. Salt जो है, it contains the positive and the negative ions. So पानी के साथ the positive and negative ions they would also be present on that piece of paper. So positive ions, my dear, they will move towards the cathode. Okay, and negative ions they will move towards the anode just to complete the circuit. So you people still don't know which one is cathode and which one is anode. So that is why you don't know. A good type of the salt bridge that is made up of a glass rod, okay, a proper glass rod, and it got the salt solution in it, and the gel is present in it. So this is a perfect type of the salt bridge, but a simplest salt bridge you can prepare by taking a piece of paper and dip it into the salt solution. Okay? Did you get it, guys? Muskan, Yahya, did you get it, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this battery is ready, my dear. This battery is ready. It will start producing the current and will give you the voltage. And if you put the bulb inside it, the bulb would be light up. Now, what the thing you should keep in mind? Magnesium and copper. So, which metal is more reactive? Magnesium. So, magnesium that is more reactive. Okay, this is more reactive. Always keep remember the more reactive thing would become the anode. Anode. And at anode, always keep remember the process of oxidation that would take place. And oxidation word mean loss of electrons. Okay? And just like that, this copper that is less reactive metal. Up till now we haven't started the chapter. मैं पहले बता दूं, ये सिर्फ मैं आपको समझाने के लिए बता रहा हूं कि what is the electrochemical cell, how does it work. If you know it's working, then you would be able to understand the electrochemical cell fully. Okay, so this is less reactive. Less reactive thing would become cathode. Okay, cathode पे हमेशा reduction होती है, and the word reduction mean gain of electrons. Okay. Now just listen. This is the anode. Anode will lose the electron. So from the anode, the electrons they are lost. Electron will come out from here and will travel. So keep remember the part of battery, okay, which gives out the electron, that is called as the negative terminal of the battery. Okay, and these electrons would travel towards the cathode. Okay, so this one is called as the positive terminal of the battery. So the electrons flow from the negative to the positive terminal. Anode becomes the negative terminal. Normally, when people do the electrolysis, in the electrolysis, the battery itself is attached. This is the battery. The big line represents the positive, the small line represents the negative terminal. With the positive terminal, the rod attached, that is called as the anode. And with the negative terminal, the rod attached, that is called as the cathode. Okay? जी जी मैं वही बता रहा हूँ कि ये इसका रिवर्स है. So this is the reverse. I told you that anode will give out electron, it will lose electron, so electron will come out from here, so it would become negative terminal. So in case of battery, the anode, the more reactive thing would become the negative terminal, whereas the less reactive thing would become the positive terminal. So this is the reverse of electrolysis. Okay, now it means this whole thing, that is the battery. How does this battery work? Have a look up here at negative terminal. At negative terminal, what would happen? This negative terminal that is made up of magnesium atom. So one of the magnesium atom will break to form magnesium ion. So magnesium will break to form magnesium ion and electron, like that. So ion will come in the solution and electron they will travel from the negative towards the positive terminal, like that. Okay. Now the second thing, at the positive terminal, okay, at the positive terminal, what would happen? You got the two types of the positive ion. Which one is less reactive? Copper. So copper will take these electrons, okay, and copper metal would be formed up here. Now, if you look up here, the electrons are releasing from the magnesium atom and they are moving from here to here. And this solution is becoming positively charged. Why? Because the magnesium atoms they are breaking to form the magnesium ions. So these magnesium positive ions they are neutralized by this negative ions. Okay, and just like that, these are the positive ions. These positive ions, my dear, they are basically decreasing. Negative ions, they are increasing. So the positive ions, they would come from the salt bridge, okay, and neutralize these negative ions. Did you get it? तो यहाँ पे ये देखें कि मैग्नीशियम आयंस की कंसेंट्रेशन बढ़ेगी, तो ऑटोमेटिकली यहां से आने वाले नेगेटिव आयंस इसको न्यूट्रलाइज कर देंगे सॉल्ट ब्रिज से। यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव आयन कम होंगे, तो यहां से आने वाले पॉजिटिव आयन उनकी कमी को पूरा कर देंगे। ओके, एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्लो फ्रॉम मोर रिएक्टिव टू लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल, और जो मोर रिएक्टिव चीज है इट इज नेगेटिव टर्मिनल, उस पे ऑक्सीडेशन और लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूट्रलाइज क्या होगा सर मैग्नीशियम आयंस। जी जी। ओके, सो दिस इज माय डियर द होल बैटरी। आपका जो पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट है इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल का वो इसी पे बेस करता है। ओके, सो दिस बैटरी हैज गॉट द टू पार्ट्स। ओके, दिस इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द बैटरी एंड दिस वन is the second part of battery. So this first part that is called as the electrode or half cell, and this second part that is called as the electrode or half cell. Okay, so the basically in the electrochemical cell the two electrodes or half cell they are joined together, वो आपस में ज्वाइन हो जाते हैं और ये पूरे का पूरा इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल जो है कि फॉर्म हो जाता है। इसकी तफसील जो है वो इंशाल्लाह ताला हम लोग नेक्स्ट टाइम जो है वो स्टार्ट करेंगे गाइस।